And on tap tonight, it's the Birmingham Squadron going up against the Oklahoma City Blue. Outside, Childress.
That's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this a close one.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game.
Defensive foul. Harry Bennett. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Squadron, Malcolm Childress, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Chris with it. He's picked up by Diamantopoulos. The three from Higgins. Nailed from three-point land.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Pass to Thorpe. Back to Curtis. And here's Diamantopoulos. Defended by Bennett. Here's Curtis. The three. Newton with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
True, the defense better not relax just because he missed that one.
Now here's Bennett. There's a screen. Outside Newton. 4 on the clock. Here's Chris. That one's on target from the wing. Now here's Curtis. Outside, Childress. Pass to Diamantopoulos. 6 to shoot. Lets the three fly. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass. He's just killing him.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A nice shot by Childress.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
Higgins with it. To the left side wing. Inside. It's stolen by Curtis. And here they go. And that puts them in the lead.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
I hope so. There's nothing like a one-footer.
Now Higgins. Pass to Bennett. Higgins. Back to Bennett. Over Diamantopoulos. Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
Good work on the boards. Allowed them to get multiple looks on the same trip and really made the defense work.
Here's Thorpe. Now here's Curtis. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You have to have a man on him. He's just too good from long range.
Now here's Higgins. Pass to Hollins. Outside for Bennett. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Thorpe. Back to Curtis. The 3. Rebound by the Blues. Here's Chris. Bennett up top. Outside Chris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Bennett. Takes the 3. Another miss by Bennett. And here the Squadron now. Curtis outside. Thorpe. And here's Curtis. Sinks the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed.
Outside Chris. Pass to Higgins. Back to Chris. Shoots over Childress. Thorpe with the rebound. The Squadron leading. To the inside. And he slams it one-handed.
Maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
Yeah, and we definitely know he's more capable of those memorable ones.
Disappointing the fans, the viewers, and us.
Oh, he disappointed everybody, but they've got a nice lead. Might as well not take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Now here's Bennett. Three-pointer. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Not too many players that are more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D is giving him that.
Outside Childress. Back to Curtis. Thorpe. Childress. He's covered by Chris. Pass to Curtis. Here's Diamantopoulos outside. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game. Now here's Bennett. He's covered closely. Curtis outside to the paint. Now here's Childress. He's covered by Chris. It's good.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
And so here's Oklahoma City. A 4-point game. Here's Bennett, covered by Diamantopoulos. Holland, shot is good. And here's Curtis. He has 6. Outside Childress. Back to Curtis. Over Higgins. And it's Curtis missing. Higgins outside. Pass to Hollins. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now here's Childress. He's covered by Higgins. Outside Childress. Now here's Curtis. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Now here's Bennett. He has 6. Higgins outside. Newton. Back to Higgins. Bennett left side. It's Chris on the wing. Childress with the defensive effort.
His shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Diamantopoulos outside. To the left wing. Now here's Curtis. He's closely guarded. Count it.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Time called here. The Blue decide to talk it over.
Racing for Oklahoma City, Jim Snow. Click West. In for the Squadron,
pass to Newton. Bennett outside. Snow. Here's Bennett. Shot clock at 6. Hollins tries it from 16. To the wing, right side. Yes, and a nice assist from Newton.
And he's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
Outside Rivers. Back to Curtis. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The more touches he gets, the more the lead grows.
Oklahoma City trailing here. Pass to West. It's stolen by Curtis. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start this game.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
Now here's Newton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 3. Here's Hollins. Diamantopoulos grabs the board. Pass to Curtis. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show he's putting on this quarter, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it.
And Oklahoma City has possession. They trail by 11. And here's Bennett. Here's West. Floats one up. And there's the bucket as Bennett finishes it off.
The teardrop is one of those, oh no, oh yes, shots.
Curtis with the ball. 13 points in this game. Diamantopoulos. Newton covering. Pass to Curtis. 4 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. And Oklahoma City has possession. 9-point game. Now Snow. And it's Newton with the jam.
And if that doesn't get him fired up, nothing will.
Just what the doctor ordered. Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I think the prescription is done.
And that prescription could give them the injection of energy they've been looking for.
Curtis outside. Rebound by the Blues. Up top, Newton. He's guarded by Curtis. Bennett, right side. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And he's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for Oklahoma City, Harry Bennett.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he makes them both from the line. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Squadron ahead, leading by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Squadron, what's your take so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The Squadron with the lead. Down low. Moore gets the buckets.
He put that lead pass on a platter for him.
And Oklahoma City has possession. Here's Woolridge. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moore. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Coming onto the floor for your blue, Kurt Armstrong.
For three, Snow. Birmingham with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Rivers. And Snow pulls it down. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play.
And Snow with the dunk.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
Here's Moore. Pass to Rivers. Hawkins. For three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well. Again and again, they're pounding the defense and creating high percentage looks from close range.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Moore. No good on the triple. Now the Blue with it. They trail by 6. To the paint. He's covered by Wagner. Here's Snow.
And Snow with the dunk. Solid on the one-hand slam.
And when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
2 easy points.
Yeah, he's an extremely reliable finisher.
Time called here. The Squadron decide to talk it over.
Ricky Hollins, Joseph Chris, Bruce Higgins. In for the Squadron,
and here's Diamantopoulos. Pass to Childress. From the arc. And the Squadron miss again. And here the Blue now. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Outside, Childress. Thorpe. Launches a 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Someone must have gotten their singles crossed if he winds up that open in 3-point range. I'm not sure that was the plan.
Here's West, covered by Diamantopoulos. Higgins outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Hollins. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
One shot.
And that one misses. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Thorpe. Childress. And here's Diamantopoulos. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thorpe. Fires the 3. In the Squadron, another triple.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Shot left block. Can't hit that one. And it's the Squadron ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Childress, he's covered by Chris. Pass to Childress. Here's Thorpe. And Snow pulls it down. Now here's Higgins. D right on him. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Diamantopoulos. Here's Thorpe. He's covered by Higgins. Six on the shot clock. Stolen. Here's West. From 8. That shot off. Diamantopoulos on the wing. He's covered by Higgins. Diamantopoulos outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Thorpe. Diamantopoulos. And the Squadron miss again. Here's West. Now here's Higgins. And here's Snow. Chris. Oklahoma City, no good that time either. Diamantopoulos outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him. It's going to go on Higgins.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
Time called here. The Squadron decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Oklahoma City trailing here. Pass to Hollins. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
A nice shot by Childress.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You sense the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
Now here's Chris. Back to Newton. Chris. Takes the 3. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him as 1 for 6. Outside, Childress. Pass to Thorpe. Childress. Shot from the low block. The bank shot, no good. It's Chris on the wing. Childress defending. There's a screen. Here's Hollins. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Now here's Diamantopoulos. He's covered by Higgins. Outside, Childress. Pass to Diamantopoulos. Fade away. And Snow pulls it down. Inside. Let's go. And that one's good. Newton.
Great communication between teammates there.
So it's the Squadron now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now here's Childress. Over Chris. And again, no good by Birmingham. Pass to Snow. Here's Higgins. Covered by Diamantopoulos. And here's Newton. Shoots over Childress. Newton misses. The Squadron leading. Here's Thorpe. Now Diamantopoulos. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Thorpe. From downtown. They get it again. Now here's Diamantopoulos. Over to the wing. Thorpe. Outside, Childress. From past the arc. Snow with the defensive effort. And here is Chris. No good.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I'm sorry to say, guys, but I'm just so disappointed.
Pass to Diamantopoulos. Back to Childress. Thorpe. Can't get it to fall.
He's been wayward on just about everything he's put up in this period.
Newton into the lane. The 3 from Higgins. And Childress pulls it down. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And so here's Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. Pass to Hollins. Higgins. Snow inside. And he drops in the layup off glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Birmingham calls timeout.
He noticed his squad was starting to wear down and called time to let them get their legs back underneath them.
So both teams making some changes here.
Harry Bennett. Substitution for Birmingham.
Now here's Childress. He's got 6. There's Curtis with the 3. Cannot get it done. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. To the inside, Hollins. That's in there. Bennett with the assist.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Now here's Curtis. 13 points in this game. To stop the drought. Gets it to go from downtown.
His efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
Oklahoma City trailing here. Outside Chris. They set the screen. To the right side. Here's Hollins. Again, the blue, good for 2.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit and get back in this game.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thorpe. Diamantopoulos. Shot clock at 6. Here's Childress. And that shot falls short that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Squadron ahead. They lead by 4. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Curtis, and he's been playing lights out.
He's a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And his talent was on full display in that first half.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. There might not be one.
Here's Chris. Out to the wing. Down low. Stolen by Childress. Diamantopoulos on the wing. Offensive rebound. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so we'll shoot two here. It's going to go on Higgins.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Here's Newton. Bennett outside. Newton with the screen. Rob. Left side, Childress. Curtis. Over Higgins. And it's Curtis missing. Now here's Bennett. He's guarded closely. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop. The Squadron leading. Diamantopoulos with the ball. Now Bennett defending. Outside for Curtis. Diamantopoulos outside. Just 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about 1.5 minutes in. Outside Newton. Back to Higgins. Bennett. Steps back and shoots. Birmingham with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Curtis. Now here's Diamantopoulos. Chris with the steal. And up the court come the Blue. And here's Newton. Great D that time from Diamantopoulos.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots.
Pass to Childress. Here's Thorpe. He's covered by Higgins. The shot by Thorpe, no good.
Their offense scuffling a bit in the second half. Just 1 for 5.
To the middle. Here's Holland. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
In terms of size, he's not your typical center, but he plays as big as any of them thanks to his leaping ability.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Curtis outside. Pass to Childress. 5 to shoot. Thorpe. Newton covering. And again, no good by Birmingham. To the paint. A kick out to Higgins. Bennett. Outside Chris. Newton with the screen. Pulls up from the corner. Chris, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Work it around. Get an easier shot.
Here's Diamantopoulos, and it's Oklahoma City with the rebound. Bennett outside. From outside the arc. That shot missing.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
And he gets the bucket.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Oklahoma City trailing here. Oklahoma City calls timeout. You look at Curtis, and he's been playing lights out.
He's absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker, and when he's lining up those threes.
Inside. Right wing. Here's Hollins. He's got 18. 6 on the shot clock.
Defensive foul. Number 4.
And he's had just one attempt at the line earlier.
Foul. At the line for Oklahoma City, Ricky Hollins. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. So it's the Squadron now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Curtis. Good defense there from Higgins. Goes up on the wing. Chris, no good.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that.
Yeah, he's got to use his head. That was a terrible choice for sure.
Low probability.
Pass to Childress. There's the 3. Newton with the rebound. Now the Blue with it. Trailing by 5. Here's Chris. And Childress pulls it down. Diamantopoulos on the wing. Rebound by the Blue. Spins. Here's Higgins. Lays it up and banks it in.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they are sorely mistaken.
So it's the Squadron now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Thorpe. He's got 7. Curtis outside. Clock at 4. Pass to Thorpe. Let's go with a 3. No good there.
It's been a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's Bennett. Hollins. Back to Bennett. Outside Newton. For the tie. Gets a three-pointer to fall. And that'll tie this game up.
And they finally fought all the way back to even the score. We've got a whole new ballgame.
Yeah, and they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback. So you just have to like their chances the rest of the way.
And here the blue now. Higgins with it. He's got 5. Bennett outside. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. And foul called as he misses and will shoot 2 free throws. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your blue, Ricky Hollins. For 2.
That free throw missing. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. The Squadron with the lead. Thorpe, defended by Bennett. Right side, Rivers. Rebounded by Hollins. Now the blue with it. Higgins goes in. Pass to Bennett. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And this is his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game here. Oklahoma City calls timeout.
Taking 2 shots. For your performers.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now Curtis. 16 points for him. And he makes good on the layup.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Now here's Higgins. He's guarded by Curtis. Out of bounds. It'll be Squadron ball.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the Squadron now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Rivers. Puts up a three. And Snow throws it down.
Not only is the game neck and neck, but the rebounding battle is too. Very tight game on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have put in a terrific effort down low.
Chris, no good. Here's Thorpe. 9 points in the game. Here's Curtis. Pass to Wagner. Jacks up a three. The shot will not fall. Oklahoma City trailing here. And here's Bennett. He's got 12. Snow a screen to the inside. That falls. Great assist by Bennett.
He ran his man right into the screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Here's Childress. Curtis outside. Childress. Outside Rivers. Off target from outside. It's Chris on the wing. Down low. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
He's such a great dunker.
A high riser, no doubt about it.
Not many guys like that in the world.
No, definitely not. And we've come to expect plays like that from him. And still, they never get old.
Now here's Wagner. Back to Curtis. It's rebounded by Higgins.
He's still scoreless this quarter. Might need something easy to find his confidence.
Bennett. The three ball. Drains the three-pointer.
So watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be some more in store.
Birmingham trailing. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Outstanding entry pass. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Now the blue with it. He's covered by Wagner. Outside Chris. Higgins outside. 5 on the clock. Here's the floater. The rebound by Rivers.
It's been that kind of game for him.
Pass to Curtis. Now Wagner. He's guarded now by Snow. Curtis outside. Rivers. Now Childress. Chris with the steal. Now here's Snow. Chris. Childress defending. Up top, Chris. 5 to shoot. Goes up at the elbow. Rebounded by the Squadron.
Boy, I mean, this has not been a quarter really to remember for him.
He's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Tipped. It's stolen by Wagner. Here's Thorpe. And no good trying to get that one. 3 quarters of play and a close game here. Blue out in front. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And we're set to start up the action in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Outside Rivers. Pass to Hawkins. Wagner back to Hawkins. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Very clever passing. He put the ball on a silver platter for him.
Oklahoma City in the lead. Here's Hollins. West. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the left wing. Hollins. The rebound by Rivers. Now here's Diamantopoulos. Hawkins outside. Pass to Wagner. Here's Diamantopoulos. And here's Wagner. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Hollins. He's covered by Wagner. Here's West. Hollins. The wing jumper off target. Now here's Diamantopoulos. Guarded closely. Here's Rivers. Rebounded by Hollins. And just a tiny lead for them.
A chance to make it a little bigger right here, though.
And the shot goes in.
What an excellent assist. Led him to the perfect spot.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Hawkins. Now Wagner. Now here's Rivers. Just 4 to shoot. To tie it up. He can't get that one to fall.
He has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The bucket is not looking very big to him at this point.
All in. Shot is good.
He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting him this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be.
Pass to Snow. Over Wagner. Misses off the right iron. So it's the Squadron now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Diamantopoulos. Rebounded by Hollins. And here the Blue now. Hawkins covering. Pass to Snow. This one for 3. Birmingham with the rebound. Here's Rivers. He's guarded now by Snow. Outside Rivers. Back to Hawkins. And the Squadron miss again. And so here's Oklahoma City. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Hollins, shot is good.
He's just feeling it. He's terrific at shooting it from the field.
Birmingham calls timeout.
He has to be frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame him. They're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
And it's at the point where this slump is going to take a mental toll on them. It's a good timeout to try to keep them from getting too discouraged.
And they've gotten the looks, they've gotten open, but they just can't get them to fall.
substitution for Oklahoma City, Henry Newton, Harry Bennett, Joseph Chris, Bruce Higgins. In for the Squadron,
Diamantopoulos up top. Outside, Childress. Curtis. And the Squadron miss again.
So much for repeating his three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second half.
Pass to Newton. On the money. Just picked up his third foul of the game.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes him a really tough individual matchup, especially in the post.
That's a big challenge he's taking on. Going in there with the big boys. Great job.
Hey, he's at the big boys table now.
Curtis with the ball. Diamantopoulos outside. Curtis. To halt the run. Hits it from three-point range.
Another three in the defense, really hoping they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half.
Pass to Hollings. Back to Chris. Newton with the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Bennett. Shoots the three. That shot off.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot. Ever since halftime, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way.
Pass to Hollins. That falls. Great assist by Bennett.
Such a tough assignment for the defender.
It really is, Tim. He's just doesn't have the size to be very effective in that matchup.
Yeah, let's see the adjustments they make, Brian.
Now here's Curtis. Shoots over Higgins. Outside, Childress. No good on the three.
Just a slight advantage for them in the rebound department.
Yeah, especially when you're scoring the ball at even a decent clip. They've done what's necessary to take the lead.
Curtis with the ball. Now Bennett defending. Diamantopoulos outside. Pass to Curtis for three. And they grab their own miss. That one goes in.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Higgins. Bennett outside. Here's Hollins. To the left side wing. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Newton. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Birmingham trailing. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Curtis. The tray. Again, Curtis missing.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. You just can't dial it in from deep this half.
And it's out of bounds. The Blue able to retain possession here. Squadron on D. Out to the right wing. Pass to Hollins. 17-foot shot on the way. Diamantopoulos grabs the board. Tries to break his ice. And the layup is good.
And he's showing signs of life now after going scoreless through halftime.
Now the Blue with it. They lead by 7. Here's Bennett outside. Rebounded by the Squadron.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Childress. Offline from top of the key jumper.
You know, he might be a little overconfident if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's never hitting that shot. I mean, me, yeah, I might be able to hit that shot, but he's never going to be able to hit it.
Maybe.
Here's Diamantopoulos. Pass to Childress. Now here's Curtis. Defended by Bennett. Outside Childress. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Curtis. Good defense there from Higgins.
Some tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother him on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And that's a skill, Brian.
Now here's Newton. Here's Bennett outside. The shot, no good. Curtis outside. Lets it go from deep. Another shot, and he takes it up and lays it in.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Oklahoma City calls timeout.
He noticed his squad was getting a bit worn out there, and he called time to let them grab a drink and revitalize.
Now Higgins. Here's Hollins. And it's off from three-point range. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Thorpe. Now Curtis. Shot clock at 6. Diamantopoulos outside. There's Childress with the 3. And it's Oklahoma City with the rebound. Chris with it. Now guarded by Childress. And here is Chris. Outside Newton. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Inside, stolen by Newton. To the middle. Here's Chris. Hollins. Oklahoma City, no good that time either. Curtis outside. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the lay-in.
So want to generate more of those shots in tight.
Oklahoma City leading. And here's Bennett. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. That's on Diamantopoulos.
At the line for Oklahoma City, Harry Bennett for 2.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. He gets it in there.
You've got to box him out on free throws. The little things can make a big difference.
Takes a step back. Here's Curtis. Sinks it! And now they trail by just 4. Here's Bennett. They set the pick. Bennett is doubled. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. Here's Curtis. Over Higgins. And it's Curtis missing. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. At the line for Oklahoma City, Harry Newton. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Birmingham calls timeout. Thorpe. Newton covering. Back to Childress. Thorpe. Pass to Childress. Diamantopoulos on the wing. Outside, Childress. They get it back. Launches it. Trifecta!
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Oklahoma City calls timeout.
for your performers.
Here's Bennett. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Birmingham calls timeout.
Well, they're drawing up really the only thing they can here. Get off a quick shot, then foul.
That's got to be the game plan. I mean, free throws are really their only hope here.
There's Curtis with the 3. That shot off the mark. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. And that's going to do it. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of G League basketball. We'll see you next time.